Wow. Isn't this terrific, Ernie? A real Egyptian pyramid.
I don't know, Bert. I'm afraid.
Afraid of what? I mean, this is wonderful. Look at all the exciting new discoveries.
Huh?
Yeah, look at all the knowledge here.
Well,
This pyramid is, must be centuries and thousands even of years old. This is great.
yeah,
Look
Bert,
at these hieroglyphics, all this funny writing.
it's pretty spooky to me, Bert.
Oh, boy, how exciting. And look at this. Look at this funny statue.
Oh, that's a pretty neat statue.
Now, this one's a handsome statue. This is nice.
I think I prefer this one.
No accounting for taste. Boy, oh boy. Isn't this exciting?
Oh, well, I don't know, Bert. I'm still... Let's go home.
Why?
Well, because I'm kind of afraid, Bert.
Oh, Ernie, this is a wonderful opportunity. We spent all this time getting here. Come on, follow me. Okay, let's look around some more.
Yeah, Bert?
Oh, Ernie, look. Look at this. There's a spooky, dark tunnel here. You want to join me?
I think I'll wait here, Bert.
Okay, I'll take a look. Wow.
Oh, dear. Maybe Bert's right. Maybe there isn't anything to be afraid of. It's all in my imagination. I'll just look at these statues over here. Look at that. Bert, did you tap me? Bert's not here. Who tapped me? Bert! Oh, Bert! Bert!
What, Ernie, what? What is it, what? What?
This statue here, Bert. Bert, this statue, it tapped me, Bert.
This statue tapped you?
It did, Bert. It just tapped me, Bert.
This statue here made of stone, thousands of years old, it tapped you?
That's right, Bert.
Ernie, don't you think maybe you were using your imagination? It didn't really tap you, you were just imagining it, Now, come on, leave me alone. I want to go explore this tunnel. Boy, oh boy.
Maybe it was my imagination. Sure, it was my imagination. I'm sure it was my imagination. That statue you didn't tap me, did you, statue? Sure I did. Bert! Oh, Bert!
What is it? What?
The statue just talked to me, Bert.
The what?
The statue, it talked to me, Bert.
The statue that tapped you before, now it talked to you?
It talked to me, Bert.
Oh, it talked to you?
It talked to me.
Well, let's let it talk then. Come on,
Okay.
let's talk. Come on, statue, talk. What's the capital of Delaware? Okay,
Go ahead, statue,
go
say
ahead.
something, Bert.
Go ahead. Where do I park my bicycle? Huh?
It did talk to me, Bert.
Ernie, come here.
What?
Don't you think maybe that was your imagination too? Maybe you let your imagination just run away from you because you were so scared.
Maybe, Bert.
Okay, good. Why don't you maybe sing a song? That'll make you feel better. Huh?
Yeah, Bert.
Yeah, you won't be that scared then. Okay?
Okay, Bert. Oh, Bert will never believe this. Bert. Hey, Bert. Me and the statue are dancing, Bert. The statue's a great dancer, too.
The statue's dancing now.
Well, it was, Bert.
It was dancing.
It was dancing and it was singing, too, Bert.
Ernie, why don't we just go home?
But the statue knows rubber ducky, Bert.
Sure. Come on.
We were dancing. Honest, we were,
Sure,
Bert.
we'll just take a rest, Ernie.
Really?
Come on, let's go home. That's it.
Oh, okay, Bert. But
Sure.
the statue really... Bye-bye, statue.
Yeah, bye-bye, statue.
Bye-bye.
Let me see you guys. Oh, don't you look wonderful? wonderful. There you go.
Stacy?
Yeah.
This is my friend Becky.
Oh, Becky, hi. Welcome to Shining Time Station. Wait a minute. Have any of you seen Dan?
I saw him. He was out in front of the station.
Okay, kids, you stay here. Becky and I are going to go look for Dan.
Sure.
Oh, no! I'm late for trick-or-treating in Abilene. I knew I shouldn't have gone back to the island of Sodor. Percy was all upset, frightened from buffer to buffer.
What was he afraid of?
What else? A dragon. Come on, I'll tell you about it.
Thomas and Percy are good friends, but sometimes Percy teases Thomas about being frightened, and he doesn't like that at all. One evening he was dozing happily, but Percy wanted to talk. "Wake up, Thomas. Are you dreaming about the time you thought I was a ghost?" "Certainly not. Anyway, I was only pretending to be scared. I knew it was you, really." Percy went on teasing him. "I hope the guard leaves the light on for you tonight." "Why?" asked Thomas. "I quite like the dark." "Oh, really?" exclaimed Percy. "I am surprised. I always thought you were afraid of the dark. I wonder why." Thomas decided to say nothing and went to sleep instead. Next day, Sir Topham Hatt came to see him. "I would like you to go to the harbor tonight. You have to collect something rather unusual." "What sort of something?" asked Thomas. "Wait and see," replied Sir Topham Hatt. Meanwhile, Percy was moving freight cars into a siding. Henry arrived with his goods train. The signalman changed the switches, and Percy waited on the siding until Henry had steamed by. Then there was trouble. "The switches are jammed," called the signalman. "I can't switch them back for Percy. The workmen will have to mend them in the morning. It's too late now." Said Percy's driver. "I'm sorry, Percy, but you'll have to stay here for the night." "Where are you going?" asked Percy. "Home for tea," replied the fireman. Percy was speechless. He watched as the other engines went home to the shed. Nighttime came, and Percy began to feel very lonely. "Oh, dear," he murmured. "It's very dark." Oh, what's that?" It was only an owl, but Percy didn't realize this. "Oh, I wish Thomas were here too," he sighed. Thomas was waiting for his mysterious load at the harbor. Suddenly, there it was. "Cinders and ashes," cried Thomas. "It's a dragon." "Don't worry," laughed his driver. "This dragon is made of paper. It's for the carnival tomorrow." Workmen lifted the dragon onto Thomas's low loader and put lights all around it for protection. Then Thomas set off into the misty night. Percy was asleep on his siding and had no idea that Thomas was approaching him. Percy woke up with a start. "Help!" cried Percy. "I'm not going to open my eyes until my driver comes." Next morning, the switches were mended and Percy packed back to the junction. Gordon was just about to leave with the express. "You'll never guess what I saw last night." Gordon was in no mood for puzzles. "I'm a busy engine. I don't have time for your games." "I've seen a huge dragon. It was covered in lights." Gordon snorted. "You've been in the sun too long. Your dome has cracked." When the other engines heard the news, they laughed too. "Look out, Percy," chuckled James, "or the dragon may gobble you up." "No one believes me," huffed Percy. "Maybe I did imagine the dragon after all." But Percy soon found out that he hadn't. "Help! Save me!" cried Percy. "It's all right," whistled Thomas, and he explained about the carnival. "By the way, how was your night out?" Percy decided to tell Thomas the truth. "Well, Percy," said Thomas, "maybe we do get scared sometimes, but if we're not afraid to tell each other, then that means we're quite brave, too."
You mean even engines get afraid?
Of course they do. Engines and people. Anyone who says they've never been afraid must have spent their whole life sleeping. Well, I'm off to Abilene. Abilene, Abilene, prettiest town I've ever seen.
Okay, Dan. Here they are.
Hey, Dan, where's your costume?
No, I don't have one yet.
Aren't you afraid you'll miss trick or treat? Dan's not afraid of anything. He told me.
Right.
Really?
Everyone's afraid of something.
Yeah. I have an idea. You know the drawer in Philly's desk? I dare you to go open it.
If you can do that without being afraid, then we'll believe you.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing in here?
Philly? The only reason I came in here is because someone dared me to.
Someone dared you to, huh? Well, you know, a guy can get into an awful lot of trouble taking dares. It's a flute. Nothing to be scared of. In my tribe, it's a tradition for a man to carve a flute to make up his own special song. Then he plays that song to the woman that he wants to marry. And then when they have babies, it becomes a lullaby. Want to try it? You see, music can turn sadness into happiness. But there is something missing.
What?
Your costume. What do you say we take care of that problem right now?
No, 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 no. M. Magic.